You ever think a simple seat swap could set off a firestorm at 30,000 feet? Well, buckle up, because what started as a casual request on Ascend Air Flight 715 turned into a showdown that would ground a jumbo jet and, honestly, shake up an entire airline. Yeah, that happened. This isn't just another story about airline drama. It's about Dr. Serafina Washington, a black woman with more brains and composure than the whole first-class cabin put together, who got pushed, humiliated, and then flipped the script so hard, people are still talking about it. So picture this first class, New York to London, the hum of engines, that soft scent of hot towels, everyone quietly basking in their privilege. You know the vibe. Dr. Washington, 52, salt and pepper locks, sharp eyes, an aura of calm power, slides in a seat 2B, window, her favorite. She's got her rituals headphones, a Brahms symphony shutting out the world as the plane climbs, the city dropping away beneath her. She's not flashy, not loud, just has that quiet gravity, the type you only recognize if you're paying attention. Enter Chadwick's sterling late 30s, stressed out, wrinkled suit that used to be expensive, standing in the aisle, waving toward where his younger colleague Ashley is already settling in. "We need to work on our presentation," he says, not asking, but announcing, "You'll need to move." And right then, you could tell he's used to getting his way, probably everywhere. Serafina just looks up, dead calm. "Sorry, this is my assigned seat." But Chadwick presses, "It's a multi-million-dollar merger, you understand," expecting, I guess, the universe to realign for him. Ashley's mortified, trying to whisper him down, but Chadwick isn't hearing it. He points back to his own middle seat in row 3, offers it to Serafina like he's doing her a favor. She holds her ground. "I specifically chose this seat. I'm not moving." And let me tell you, the temperature in the cabin drops. Chadwick flushes, gets louder. "You don't understand how important this is." She just meets his gaze, no edge, no apology. "My comfort and my plans are important too." That's when you see Ither's stillness just makes him angrier. Here comes Brenda, the flight attendant, polished, practiced, smile a little too sweet, eyes tired from decades of flying. She tunes into Chadwick instantly. "Is there a problem here, sir?" Like she's already got the ending written. Chadwick points at Serafina. She's refusing to switch seats. It's unreasonable. Brenda shifts to Serafina. "Tone changing, ma'am. It would be a great help if you could swap, just for the flight." Like she's talking to a stubborn kid. Serafina's been here before. You can see it in her face. She knows Brenda's seeing her skin first, not her credentials. She's not moving. "I'm also a paying passenger in my assigned seat," she says, clear as glass. The gentleman can ask his colleague to swap if he needs to be adjacent. Brenda's smile tightens, annoyance flickers, and you know what's coming next. "Ma'am, we really don't want to cause a scene." The classic move, make the quiet one the problem, not the loud one. Serafina, still calm. "I have no intention of causing a scene. I just want to enjoy the seat I paid for." But Brenda's had enough of quiet defiance. She threatens to get the purser if Serafina won't comply. "Please do," Serafina answers, looking out the window, signaling she's done here. The purser, Jeffrey, arrives, already briefed with Brenda's one-sided story. His voice is loud, meant for the whole cabin. "I understand you are being disruptive and refusing to follow instructions." The word disruptive hangs in the air like poison. Serafina turns, steady as ever. "I have not been disruptive. I declined to move seats. That's all." But Jeffrey's not listening. He gives her one last chance before calling in the captain, like he's laying down the law. Enter Captain Robert Millera, big presence. White shirt, stripes on his shoulders, commands the room without saying a word. He doesn't even talk to Serafina first, just has a huddle with Brenda and Jeffrey while Chadwick chimes in from the aisle. It's a kangaroo court, the verdict decided before she gets a word in. When Miller finally addresses her, he won't meet her eyes. "My crew says you're causing a disturbance. That is safety risk on my flight." And here's where you see Serafina's power. She's been in aviation safety for 30 years, helped write the very protocols these people are butchering. She calls him out, her voice like steel. "Your crew is either lying or grossly incompetent. I have done nothing but sit in my assigned seat." You're escalating a simple matter into a performance. The captain, rattled but doubling down, threatens to eject her. You can gather your belongings and deplane voluntarily, or I can have airport security escort you off. You could feel the entire cabin holding its breath. And then it happens. Two security officers, big guys, stone-faced, appear at the cabin door. Serafina stands, gathers her things with methodical no panic, no shame. As she walks the length of first class, every eye on her, she tells Captain Miller quietly, "You're making a catastrophic mistake, and you'll regret it before your plane ever leaves the ground." He scoffs, dismissive. He has no idea who he just crossed. Out on the jet bridge, Serafina pauses, calls Marcus Thorne, a director of airport operations, her former protege. She reports a Level 1 safety protocol breach on Ascend 715. Marcus is dead silent, then all business. Within minutes, yellow lights are flashing. Tarmac operations grind to a halt. The entire A380 is grounded not by turbulence, not by a bomb threat, but by the woman they thought they could just shuffle off the plane. Inside the cockpit, Captain Miller is fuming. He can't believe operations just ordered a tarmac stop specifically for his flight, citing a command crew review. Then the jet bridge reattaches, and Marcus Thorne walks down with Dr. Washington right beside him. Passengers in first class gasp. Brenda freezes with a coffee pot in her hand. Chadwick looks like he swallowed his own tongue. Marcus introduces Dr. Washington, announces that she's not only the lead FAA auditor for the new terminal, but the architect of the very safety protocols in question. Thorne lays it out. Ascend Air 715 is grounded, crew to be investigated. Dr. Washington's report, now a federal case. The flight won't leave, not tonight, not with that crew. Brenda and Jeffrey's airport credentials are revoked on the spot. Chadwick, the instigator, is told to prepare a statement and get a lawyer. Serafina doesn't gloat. She meets Ashley's Aisa, silent thank you for standing up, however quietly. The aftermath? It's brutal. The investigation moves at lightning speed. Brenda, after 25 years, is fired. Her face is now viral, the symbol of everything wrong with customer service. Jeffrey, the purser, tries to hide behind his rank and gets terminated for leadership failure. Captain Miller's license is suspended. He's eventually forced to retire in disgrace. Chadwick, named in the federal report, becomes the center of a PR nightmare. His company's merger collapses. He's fired and replaced, ironically, by Ashley, the junior who did the right thing. But the final twist? Ascend Air has to hire Dr. Washington's own consultancy to retrain their entire global crew on the very standards she enforced that night at a price she sets. It's poetic, it's real, and it's deserved. So what's left? Dr. Washington didn't want revenge. She just demanded respect, something that should never have to be demanded at all. She forced a whole industry to reckon with its own biases, not by shouting, but by standing her ground. Sometimes, karma is a federal investigation and a phone call to the right person. If you felt something hearing this, if you believe standing up to injustice matters, share this story. Drop your thoughts below. Tell us, what would you have done in her shoes? Because next time, it could be any of us, and who you decide to be in that moment, well, that's where the real story starts.